Here is a video like none other, Gad Saad explaining suicidal empathy when it comes to Islam and the West.
It refers to, metaphorically, I mean, the ostrich doesn't actually do this, but it refers to the idea that you bury your head in sand and la la la, I don't want to hear it. So there have been 47,000 plus terror attacks committed by Islamic terrorists since 9/11 alone in nearly 70 countries. The terrorists who've committed the 47,000 terror attacks tell you exactly why they've committed it. And they justify it via their canonical material in their holy books. Yes? But Westerners are much more suicidally empathetic, and therefore they come up with alternate explanations because you don't want to marginalize the noble religion of perpetual peace. And so here are some of them. I won't go through all of them. These are not satirical. I can give you the link to every single one of them. Many of them were espoused by professors. So it turns out that if you look at the fourth one, if you don't have enough adequate exposure to art, that could radicalize you. Who amongst us who didn't see enough Modigliani, Chagall, and Picasso didn't end up joining ISIS to throw gays off the buildings in Raqqa, Syria? It's a direct correlation between not enough Chagall and Picasso and becoming a terror attack. These are professors who propose this, right? Aren't professors supposed to be the purveyors and defenders of truth? Here's another one. I'll just mention one. This is from your favorite science guy, Bill Nye, who explained to us that the Bataclan attack in Paris, where they scream Allahu Akbar as they mow down everybody, was very conceivably due to solar panels and climate change. And then he offers a causal explanation for that. Well, when you are that removed from reality, when you are so suicidally empathetic, then you shouldn't be surprised to see what is happening in Canada. It's sometimes difficult to face reality, but if you don't face it, it's not going to go away. If the physician tells you you have stage 4 pancreatic cancer, you could pretend that cancer doesn't exist. It's still going to exist, and it's still going to kill you. So wake up. So how do we save our universities? I might be a minute late, so I hope you'll give me grace. How to save our universities: pursue knowledge unencumbered by ideological activism. No knowledge is forbidden if gathered objectively using the scientific method. We often have in universities, don't do this research, it might marginalize this group. No. It's a deontological process. It's an absolute principle, right? I don't modulate the truth so that I don't hurt someone's feelings. The truth is the truth, irrespective of whose feelings are hurt.
Yes, the truth is the truth, and he continued to espouse the truth in this next clip, where he breaks down why we shouldn't have qualifiers before Islam. You shouldn't say Islamism, you shouldn't say jihadism, because you have to get to the root of the problem, and there is an association between Islam and terrorism. Check out what he has to say here.
I think it is a misnomer to constantly come up with qualifiers before the word Islam. And let me explain why that is. There is no Islam, there is no Islamism. Islamism is part of Islam. Islam is a set of codified ideas that has a spiritual element and it has a political element. That political element is Islamism. The manner in which now people are talking about Islamism is it's something that is outside of Islam. And I understand the reason why people want to do this. It's because they feel as though it's too gauche to frontally attack a religion. So if you attack something that has magically ISM at the end of it, Islamism, that's okay. If you attack Islam, that's not okay. But the reality is, if we're truly going to have a serious and honest conversation about this topic, we have to recognize that it's not radical Islam, it's not Islamism, it's not militant, violent extremism, and every other permutation of a euphemism that you come up with. It's Islam. Now, most people choose to practice a cafeteria version of Islam. They pick the parts that they like, and they ignore the endless parts that they don't like, and that becomes their personal relationship with Islam.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean...
But most people do that with most religions, right?
Most people do that with most religions, but we don't, you and I and everybody else don't stay up worrying about Seventh-day Adventists. So to the extent that Islam is now on the radar, and we have to talk about it honestly, we have to stop trying to give a free pass to Islam, but the real problem is something else, some variant of it. Okay?
Yeah.
Islam is codified in the Quran, it's codified in the Hadith, it's codified in the Sirah, the biography of Muhammad. That's it. Now,
Is there a way that I could read those texts and come up with a message of brotherly love and love for Jews? No. That's not Islamism. That's not radical Islam. That's Islam.
So what he's trying to say is, if you basically go ahead and say Islam has nothing to do with it, then how are you going to solve the problem? The only way to actually go to the root of the problem is to figure out the different verses that are problematic, reform them, reinterpret them, or just don't teach them or don't focus on them in the schools. For more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. You can also go to our channel memberships page and join there for exclusive content. Thank you for watching and have a good one.